Hey, everybody, welcome to the Legendary Podcast of Legendary Things, where we focus on Minecraft Legendary campaign, PvP, myths, and legends. And today I am joined by Hound 4004, and we are going to talk about the latest Lost Legends Creeper Clash.
Well, kaboom. In this Lost Legends, we get to make things go kaboom. This must be like so
Yeah,
close to home.
it is. I've been working on my backstory about Mumbo Jumbo getting lost in the world near a creeper spawner, and after falling in love with a creeper, later on, Kaboom is born, a creeper in a suit. Not not sure if that's the backstory I'm going to stick with, but as of right now, that's the one I have. But
Nice.
yes, these creepers, this Kaboom, are the creepers going Kaboom. Uh, Man, that this is a lot of fun. I don't think I could say this enough. Um, Whoever did this Lost Legends, they looked at exploits and they took that out of the picture so that you just couldn't, exploit a flaw in the design and beat it quickly. They made it as much or as little as you wanted to do with the portals, adding time for each piglin bastion you destroyed. Overall, you had flexibility to play this map how you felt like playing the map, and you could either, rush it out in a speed run, or you could take your time and add 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes per piglin bastion. Overall, I really enjoyed Lost Legends, and it is one of the higher ranking Lost Legends for me overall. What did you think, Hound?
Yeah, definitely 10 out of 10. I know, I don't think I've had the best experience with these Lost Legends. I mean, I think the history of the podcast shows this, but this is one, like you said, it's one of those fun ones. I mean, not only does it like cancel out exploits, but it has this entire unique twist of how you get additional time. It's not just like, oh, hey, here you have 30 minutes, you actually have to, it can be as long as you want, as long as you're able to keep adding time, which is this whole new twist that I really loved. Now, I personally failed this Lost Legends, but I love it. I love it. I want to. It's on my list to go back and play even more times. I have played it over and over again. I just haven't the time. The time has failed me every time for my run throughs. But boy, I love it. I love this Lost Legends.
Yeah, I watched your video on it, and I love the fact that you put fun videos out. Even like you put a video out about, hey, I didn't beat this, but man, I had a good time playing, which I think at the end of the day is really a cool thing about your video. And you know, I saw your video and I was like, oh wow, I was like, this might be really hard. And you play Lost Legends a couple times and you can oh okay, if I do this and this I can beat it. But I really struggled coming up with a guide on how to beat this because a lot of it was skill based, a lot of it was decisions that a person had to make in the moment. Each map was different, each portal was generated differently in the map overall, so you had a lot of variables to take in. And if it makes you feel any better, Hound, I didn't beat it my first two times either. The difference is I didn't make a video about it.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, just getting the grasp of this one, I personally feel like I needed like an entire written out instruction manual for this one. I mean, I was getting to my first bastion and the first thought I had was like, "Oh no, this is gonna be a bad Lost Legends for me because I don't think I started out as intended. Like I kind of just skip the first bastion, so I never knew that you could gain time. So here I went to one of the huge hard bastions that your goal was to get to with like 4 minutes to destroy the whole thing with only 3 creepers, and I was like, oh no, Kaboom is gonna hate me so much when we get to this podcast because I didn't understand the name of the game, and I was like, oh no, my game's bugged, not again. But then I finally figured it out, and hey, you're not yelling at me this time, so no.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I didn't understand that either. My first run through, I took out some of the portals near the base, and then I thought I had to take everything out, and so I ended up, trying to take every single thing out, and then I ended up at one of the giant region portals with not enough troops, and so I send the first wave in, and that was like 20 creepers, and I was like, yeah, I did. Wait, what? What? Well, it's 3J, what? And so I was like a little shocked, and then I decided to do this thing called reading, and I was like, the portal regions. Oh no! And so in my mind, I thought there was a carpenter hut that was nearby, and I thought if I took that out, then maybe the portal would not reach in. And then after some testing, I was like, oh no, that's not for these portals. And so it was definitely a learning curve overall. But that for this one, it kind of made it fun for me.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know that portal rehealing was a problem for me too. Now, I didn't go and investigate. I also assumed that it was just a carpenter's hut, but I didn't take the time because I knew I was running out of time on one of my run throughs, and I was like, well, if I just keep pushing in enough creepers at a time, surely I can knock it down before it regens back up to 100%. But wow, 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 did that regen fast? It was like, I don't know, a time machine.
Yeah, I don't know if we could call it regen. It was like uh, there's another name for super regening. Barely don't blink your eyes. It's back to full health.
It's like if you like have a bug walking across your desk and you blow it off your desk and then here comes 50 more bugs. It's like
Yeah, like didn't I do something? I thought I did something.
no, I took a picture. It was down to like 50 a second ago.
Yeah, my favorite one was when I got it down to 5%, and the last creeper like looked at me, and I looked at it, and it was like, I'm not gonna blow up, and I'm like, no, and the health just bam regen, and yeah, so I learned on doing some speed runs. Um, Currently, me and Magnar ran the two v two, and I wouldn't say it's our best time, or the best time that someone could have, but we're currently hold the record for the 2v2 speed run, which if anyone's interested in trying to beat that, I'd highly recommend it. I definitely feel like we could shave about, yeah, I definitely think we could shave more time off the current record, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and just realizing that, hey, you gotta have enough creepers, and don't go in to the region portals uh, with like less than 50 creepers. I think somewhere
Yeah,
between 40 and 50.
I had watched your video on that. You always do an amazing tips and tricks, I gotta say. And it's like, oh, I needed to destroy more bastions. Darn it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I tried. Like this one was definitely a little more difficult. It was a little more complex than just throw yourself in the lava, which was the tip and trick for the other Lost Legends on how to get more resources. And that was part of this thing. It really did feel like strategy, your ability to control the creepers, um, really at the end of the day, really helps you get better at controlling the creepers. And I believe will actually help people's PvP skills if they decide to use creepers in versus mode. So, I always try to look at those things, and I'm like, if you want to get better at creeper control, man, this is the Lost Legends for you.
Yes, definitely. Now, I don't know. Here's something, and I'm curious what you think about it. So, a lot of those other bases that weren't the main bastion or portal were really easy to destroy. You were able, it was like an in and out mission, and you were able to get more time and more creepers for yourself, which is really nice. But there was a couple of the smaller bases that weren't so small, and
Yeah,
I it gave you more time, which I thought was really nice. But I don't know. I noticed that for me, being able to go in and wipe out those bastions took more time than what it gave me.
yeah, definitely. Um, I was gonna run a test on it and see how long it would take me to destroy one of those bastions versus the time that it gives you, because there are some of the medium size, larger size bastions, not the portals, just the
Mm-hmm.
outposts that I don't think is worth your time. I honestly think the three bastions that are right next to your spawn, and then going from that to maybe one other uh, outpost, preferably a bastion of the spore or the horde of the spore, because those were the easier ones. Excuse me. Those were the easier. Those were the easier ones to attack overall. To get time versus creeper count, and then move to the smaller portals. Uh, I may run some tests to see if wait like spending time taking those out really helps you at all in a positive way. If anything, if you're lucky, you could break even and end up with more creepers if you're lucky. But some of those things, I agree 100%. Some of them, it felt like I lost a minute or a minute and a half once I got done destroying that bastion. So yeah, that was definitely something that I think people would need to watch for.
Right. Now, and another thing that your tips and tricks had, like stress, which I just really love. I don't know. I just found myself going back and forth and back and forth. So I think another entire aspect of it to keep with the time is who cares? Just throw another creeper spawner down. Don't walk all the way over to where your creeper spawner was because of how important that time was.
Yeah, definitely having, especially on the Horde of the Spore and some of the bastions, they uh you know you lapis didn't seem to be an issue if you were able to collect it. So and those things built so fast that it was, I found it very beneficial to throw those suckers in instead of trying to run around. Um, yeah, definitely recommend that if you're struggling for time. And if you're struggling for time and struggling to beat Creeper Clash, I would check your map out at the very beginning and see how the portals are lined up. And I've had some maps that are like three small portals on like the three farthest ends of the map. So that's not the best map for time.
Yeah, very, very spread out. Some of them were like one of the big portals might have been on one side and the other on the other, and it's like, well, it's gonna take me all three of my minutes just to get down there and back.
Yeah, you're burning up half your time just getting to places, which, with the thorns, they give you a lot of speed wheat so you can get really fast and go headlong right into the thorny bush.
And don't they give you the tiger too, which I thought was really neat?
Yeah, yeah. prize is the Scarecrow, and I actually went in and I was kind of hoping it was going to be a tiger skin instead of another other skin, because they have not released. If I think I'm correct. They have not released a tiger skin as a reward for a Lost Legends yet.
No, isn't
So
there only
I
like two total? Besides, like maybe there might be some other ones in the marketplace, but yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's it. Other than the ones, and I'm a sucker for skins, and so I love going and looking for the tiger skins and stuff like that. But um, when you beat a level and you get that skin, it's a real good reminder. It lets other people know when you go into a PvP game. Oh, this person's an active player. So I definitely hope they release some tiger skins here with Lost Legends soon.
Yeah. Well, do you want to move on from the Lost Legend?
Well, sure. Have you beat it yet?
I have not. Like I said, that's one of the ones I need to go back and redo. As time goes on, the list of ones that I need to still try and win are just increasing and increasing.
Well,
But
I'll have to invite you whenever you have a chance. We should do a live stream, and we could call it "Completing Lost Legends with Hound," and we can just go through, not spin a stream, knocking out these Lost Legends. And if anybody listening to this is interested, I do stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And anyone who's struggling to get through a Lost Legends, just jump into the chat and let me know that there's a Lost Legends you'd like help beating, and I would be more than happy to have you to run that Lost Legends with you and help you get a completion in it. And that's available to anybody. You don't have to talk. You don't have to jump on. You don't have to do anything other than just play, and I might give you some pointers and tips on how to complete the level so that we can be successful. But
I know
that's
where
available.
I know where I'm gonna have to go some Tuesday or Thursday soon.
Awesome. Love to have you, man.
Well, I just wanted to add something here since we were talking about the tiger skin so much. There's a new, I believe it is free, maybe not. I think it's free. Surely it's free. It might be free. I'm gonna call it free. A new free skin that looks amazing, and I do mean amazing with all capital letters for Halloween. It's the Bony Brawler, I believe.
Yeah, yeah. That's it.
And wow, that thing looks cool. And I'm glad that they're doing. It's not a Lost Legends. It's not this. It's not that. But it is a free skin to help celebrate the Halloween.
Yes, that skin and is really neat. I jumped to a game. I was like, oh my gosh! I was like, where did that skin come from? I hadn't seen it. I actually didn't even hear about it until they told me that the skin was free in the Minecraft marketplace, and then after I went and got it, I looked and saw there was an announcement on Twitter, but it seemed like it was a late announcement, or it might have even got mixed in with some free legend skins that they're releasing on Minecraft Bedrock marketplace, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that all kind of came out together. Do you are you familiar with that?
Yeah, I am. I don't know. I've tried to keep up on my account and the podcast official account to get that news out there on the days it comes out. But I yeah, that's kind of interesting that they're also putting that on Bedrock.
Yeah, yeah. So I think they're trying to get some, more people interested in Legends, which is all very exciting for me. Whenever I see a new channel or a new player and get more people involved, we are slowly growing the community, and it's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. And I can't wait for the next update, which we talked about the last podcast, but hopefully that'll be coming up soon too. And there's so many fun things that are happening in Legends, like really cool to see it grow, expand. I mean, we have something and it's cool and appreciate it, everyone.
Yeah. That's I know. I know we our podcast before this, we kind of probably were negative Nancy's a little bit, but that's just because we love this game. We want to see good things. So, uh, I streamed earlier today, and we were having a lot of fun doing that, and having a lot of really good games. And I'm seeing some really good players, and meeting some new people, and increasing my friends list. So yeah, it's you know I'm really hoping that a lot of the Bedrock players and other other players who haven't maybe played Legends in a while will give it a second chance, and I think they'll find that a lot of really good changes have been made.
Definitely. Well, I don't know where you want to go, but I do think it might be an appropriate time to talk about our thing. Oh, whatever it's called.
Yeah, yeah, our hardcore mode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Want
so
to introduce that?
sure, yeah. So we are right now. It's me, Hound, Parat Gaming, or Parat, um, and Void are doing a legendary campaign hardcore mode where if you get killed by the enemy by a piglin during a battle, that you die, you're dead, you're gone, and the goal is to see how many of us can make it to conquering all the land and beating the big boss at the very end without dying. And from our last recording, last Saturday, I got down to one heart several times, and it was very close at times to losing my life.
Very interesting, and I believe that it is already out. By the time this podcast comes out, I think our first episodes will be out. So that is going to be very exciting. Two worlds collide, only one survives. Oh wait, that's a Transformers ad. Oh, my bad. But really cool. I'm excited for y'all to see it. I'm excited to see the other perspectives and all that. I mean, really cool having a whole bunch of creators come together and it's fun. It's fun. So y'all should check it out.
Yeah, what did you have any initial thoughts so far? I definitely feel like it's going to get more exciting. I
Mm-hmm.
feel from editing the videos when we were freeing the zombies. Oh wait, spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Sorry guys.
No,
Uh,
this should be out after Saturday.
okay. So yeah, when we got to freeing villages, it started getting a lot more action packed and a lot funner. So if it starts off a little slow because you're doing the basic things, definitely give it a try to the watch to the end, and because I think things are going to start really picking up and getting um, a lot more action packed. And just between me and Hound, don't tell Void, but we're probably going to sneak over and free the skeletons.
Yeah. Our bony friends need some help this time of the year anyway, and it seems like the right thing to do. We can do our good civic duties or something.
Yes, we can't. We cannot leave the skeletons entrapped under the iron fist of the piglins.
Yeah, and I think our main goal is to not die. I mean, things can be lagging, glitchy. So if you've seen, Hound 4005 or some stream archive, because didn't doesn't Void stream them?
Yes, Void
Yeah.
is streaming.
So if we do die, like properly, not just in some random cutscene, cough 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 cough. If we do die, I mean, that'll be a very sad day. You should attend the funeral. So, because then it's game
Yeah,
over.
yeah, that was one of the things that I didn't expect it at first. Like when you, me, the four of us got together to do a test to get some shots for the promo, and I wasn't expecting all the connectivity issues that we're having.
Well, and
And the
only
cut,
for cutscenes though. Like for the most part, it was fine throughout the whole time. But those cutscenes, man, they're a killer.
literally, literally, yeah. I mean, you can't move, you're stuck, and if you're near somebody and they go into a cutscene and you don't, there's a chance of you getting kicked.
Mm-hmm.
I think we had that happen a couple times. I got randomly teleported back to during a cutscene. So,
Kaboom! You were in the same boat as I. I went through and I've edited to that part, and I don't know if you've noticed the chat at the time, but I was not the only one to die during a cutscene.
are you serious?
I thought you knew that. It was in the Discord chat. It's like I'm not the only one. Yay! Those
Oh
cutscenes.
no, I did.
Those cutscenes.
Oh my
They're
gosh.
killer. But for anyone listening, it's not official. The cutscenes don't count because that's just sketchy. We have to die from a cold hard battle.
Yeah. Well, thanks for letting me know that because
So rest in
I had
peace,
not
rest in
contact.
peace, but welcome back and all that. No.
Oh no. Well, I did not pick up on that in the Discord chat. I did. I never saw the deaths. At least I don't think I did. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go back and watch my. I have not gotten that part in editing yet. I just got through halfway. Is there a death screen on my thing, or does it just pop up in the chat?
I was doing it from my perspective, and that's when I noticed it, and I was like, "Yikes!"
Oh wow. Okay, well, so I'm gonna have to go. Okay, when I get home, I have to pull it up and sure what happened to me that I actually got killed in the cutscene. Maybe I died. Maybe I'm the first one that died.
Or there's a
Oh
little thing called editing. You know how it is. The YouTube magic wand. You know.
no! No. If I died, I died. I mean, that's fine. Like if I properly died, if I was killed in battle, then then I was dead. But if it was me getting locked in a cutscene, then I guess the four of us are gonna have to just be like, well, that's not really a death
Yeah.
because we were killed by a cutscene.
Yeah, I'm like
So
99% sure your death was in a cutscene. So, yay, we're all
okay,
survivors.
all right, yay!
No, and I kind of think it'll be fun after the series. Like maybe we can have the other two members from the run on, and we can like talk about it. That would be fun.
Oh yeah, that'd be a blast. Have them on. Yeah, so it would be great to have all of them on to do a debrief or a talk about the series. And then, I would really love to see Minecraft Legends make the cutscenes toggable to where you could toggle them on and off. That would actually help speedrunners too, because there's a couple speedruns that I am 30 seconds to 60 seconds unable to get cut down to, because it seems like on the Xbox series, the scenes cut quicker than if you're on a PC. So I need to test that a little bit, but there's, it to me, it's like when you're playing the game, if you've played the game and you've seen the cutscenes, it would make it a lot easier to do some of the stuff that we're doing with toggable cutscenes,
Yeah, definitely.
especially playing with four players.
And it might even help stop people from dying and getting disconnected and anything that could go wrong.
Yeah, I edited out like 15 minutes of technical difficulties.
It's like
What?
an easy chop and forget. It's like, well, there went 10 minutes of my life I'll never get back.
All right. Well, yeah. So everyone, check that out and look. Keep an eye out for it. Hopefully, it's an exciting series, and this is all learning process to us, and hopefully, we can move on to even better series and more creative series as we go forward.
Definitely. Well, should we wrap it up for this time?
Yeah, that sounds great.
This one was a nice and shorter and sweet one, and we'll see if you like it. If not, well, that's too bad, because it's what you get. Yay, fun. But our links are in the description below. This one wasn't streamed, but I do actually plan to do that someday. It won't just be an outro thing. Like, I actually do plan to do it someday. But with that, all the links are on the link tree in the description, or you can even see them off to the side of this podcast if you're watching it on YouTube. Yay, fun for that. But, kaboom! See you next time.
See you later, Hal.
Adios.